Hey, hey, this is Mystery Girl. You are listening to Shut Up and Listen on WPKN 89.5 FM, WPKN.org, or you can listen on our WPKN phone app. I have a special guest on the line, Marc E. Bassy.
Yo, what's going on?
Nothing. What's going on with you? So, the first thing I actually ask people is, what are you doing right now and where are you? So let's do that.
Okay. Right now, I'm in a big SUV, a big black SUV, getting ready to sing a couple of songs at a halftime of a football game.
Oh, dope.
It's like I'm at like a real Friday Night Lights experience. There's like thousands of high school football fans here. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, that's
Actually.
awesome. I was just going to say, this sounds like a Friday Night Lights kind of thing. So when do
Yeah.
you go on? Do you go on soon?
I'm gonna be like the halftime experience. I think
Oh,
kind of like the Super Bowl.
that's super
You
dope.
guys heard of
Have you ever performed at a football field?
that? No, I can't say I have. No,
Oh, well,
first time.
that's a new one for you. All right,
Yeah,
cool, cool. It sounds like a dope Friday night to me. I'm with it.
man. A single called "You and Me" that's been going up, and I've just been kind of traveling around the past few months, really just promoting the single and kind of just singing and playing shows, doing club shows, radio visits, the whole thing, and just getting the word out there about my music.
Yeah, awesome. And I believe you were just on the East Coast, weren't you? You were in New York?
Yeah, I've been finishing up the full length album. What I put out was just the EP that came out last month. So now we're working on the whole album, and we've been working on it in New York City, down in Soho, and
Oh,
just getting everything right and ready for the people.
cool. Do you got a name for the album yet?
It's Groovy People. It's the same as the EP.
Oh, it's the
It's
same
just
thing.
yeah,
More songs.
yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
Cool. So then I'm going to assume you'll be back in New York to finish that up.
Yes, definitely. And I'll be back in Connecticut too.
Oh, then you definitely have to come by the station I mean, phone interviews are okay, but I like to talk to people face to face. I think you
Oh
really
yeah, no,
get to
I totally
connect
agree.
much
I'm gonna
better.
be on tour starting November 6th, so I'll be playing at SOBs in the city, so that's not too far from Connecticut. Unfortunately, I don't have any Connecticut shows yet, but I'll definitely be there too.
All right, all right. So we're gonna have to work that out and get you over here. Next time you should plan to stop in Connecticut, do a show in Connecticut for sure. I know people here would love that.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta come through like Toad's Place or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Toad's Place. That's the spot right there. That's exactly
That's a good spot.
where you need to come. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about the tour. You're on tour through December.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
What are you doing in this little in between time? I mean, you said you were in New York, working on the album, and you're gonna do like a show at a football field tonight. What else do you have going on in between?
I mean, you generally, I'm just recording, working on new stuff. Yeah, I've always been a songwriter, so I'm used to just writing kind of like every day. So I'm usually just writing or, you know, running around getting inspired.
Yeah. And I actually listened to every song on the Groovy People EP, and I must say I did not like one song on there. I liked every song on there.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
gonna have to
Appreciate
say
that.
Subway Car is is my favorite one there.
Yeah, that's a special song. That's kind of the song that was the inspiration for the whole project in a way.
Oh, so I nailed it then. And then of course everyone knows You and Me and a couple of
Yeah.
the others. What was your favorite song on that EP that you had the most fun creating?
I would have to say Subway Car or Morning,
Okay.
just because, just writing wise, I was just really like proud of the arrangements and the way that those songs came together and the backup vocals and instrumentation. They were just really fun. You and Me was also really fun because we found that like reggae groove after we had recorded it. Like I wrote that song just on piano, and it was like a ballad, a slow song, and then we put the beat on it and kind of transformed it. So it was fun to watch that process too. But I like them all. You know, they're all my babies, so I don't really
Yeah.
I don't really pick a favorite, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like choosing like a favorite child, I would assume.
Yeah, you
You
can't do that, right?
can't do that, no. I just want you to talk a little bit about your journey here. I mean, you do tons of interviews, and I'm sure you have to tell your story over and over again. But I just think it's interesting. I saw that you were in a group. It was like a pop group. Called 2 a.m. Club, and then you moved to LA and did some writing. So can you kind of just give me the little run through, walk me through that journey that got you here now?
Yeah, I was I left high school and moved to LA to kind of make my way in the music career, and the first thing I did was start a band, and my band was called 2 a.m. Club, and we were signed almost like a long time ago now, like 2011 or something like that. We toured, and I was just kind of finding my own voice and my sound and what I was into. And at the time, it was like we were a pop group, but we all played instruments, and it was a little more sophisticated than like a boy band or something like that. But that's where I started, and then that sort of fell apart for various reasons, but nothing like negative, really, just circumstance and timing.
Yeah.
And then that's when I moved back to LA from New York and started writing with my homie Nick Nack, who's a producer also from the Bay Area, and just sort of got back to my Bay Area roots, and that's how I linked up with Kehlani and G-Eazy and Bobby Brackens and all these people that you guys see me out there with. And after I did that, I was writing for other people and, working on like Chris Brown records and CeeLo and Sean Kingston, lots of people. And people just started hearing my demos and my voice and kind of encouraging me to put my own music back out. So I did that, and then, dropped a few things on SoundCloud, and now here we are.
What's it like going from that transition to, I mean, you were in the group and you were doing the performing and stuff like that, but going from that to writing for other people and then coming back out on your own, what's that transition like?
It's like, honestly, in a lot of ways, it feels the same, because there's always like a good group around me. But now, just artistically, it's my decisions, and it feels liberating. I don't know, I just feel more free now, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like any kind of drastic change. Like, I'm still singing, I'm still writing, so.
Still doing you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you still keep in touch with the guys from 2 a.m. Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all like brothers. Like we all lived together for like almost, like a decade. So we're bros for life.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You said you wrote for Chris Brown, Sean Kingston. I was looking you up. It said you wrote some for Alan Stone, I believe, too, Wiz Khalifa, stuff like that. Who's your favorite person that you've worked with?
My favorite person I worked with, I don't know, like G-Eazy and Kehlani and Nick Nack, Bobby Brackens, really like the people that I work with consistently. They're all my favorite.
Okay.
That's kind of how, like I look at it. I don't look at it like I want to work with like someone else. Like I like my team. I feel like we in the Bay Area have something that's really special, and I feel like it's kind of finally getting its just due.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
I feel blessed to just have my homies.
Yeah. And that makes complete sense. Speaking of Kehlani, there's a song that you guys have together. It's called "Lock It Up." I love that song. I just have to throw that out there. I love "Lock It Up." I think that's from the Poets mixtape.
Yeah,
that's on there.
Poets mixtape.
Yeah,
exactly.
yes, yeah. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. Have to throw that out there. So I was watching some of your previous interviews, and you say, and it's evident in your music. You get a lot of inspiration from your love life and from your exes. So what's going on with the love life now? Are you too busy to have one? I'm getting in there.
I don't. It's definitely difficult to have like a girlfriend when you're doing what I do. But I try to make sure that if I'm involved with somebody, I don't know. I try to feel it, and make it as real as it could be. But it's definitely definitely not like I'm not getting married anytime soon.
Yeah, I hear you. Are you on good terms with most of your exes, or are they hitting you up now? Like they see you're getting up there. Are you getting a lot of ex texts over there?
I mean, like, I don't know. To be perfectly honest, one of them I'm on really good terms with. One of them not so good.
Mm,
But you know, I got love for everybody that I've been around and been really close with. So I'm not like an easy person to deal with in a lot of ways. If you get really close to me, so I understand their side. If they're people are pissed at me, it's the same. Honestly, when you cross this threshold that I've kind of been crossing these past like 6 months,
mm-hmm.
it's hard like to keep certain relationships going. And that's just kind of a like it's an occupational hazard. That
Yeah.
sounds kind of like cavalier, but it really is. It's like a lot of people that I love in my life, not just like girlfriends, but you know, some of my homies too. That you know, relationships take a lot of energy and a lot of effort, and this job takes the utmost energy and effort. And it's you know, I'm traveling every day, so a lot of people I still care about, but I don't really get to see them and you know share my life with them like I used to.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's I mean, it's hard enough maintaining a relationship when you have a normal, I guess what you would consider a normal life. So I can imagine, moving around. Do you have a big family?
Yeah, I have a really big family. It's very broken up and fragmented, but everyone loves each other and it's really cool. So it's kind of I have like a very new age San Francisco family.
Yeah, any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have two sisters and I have a little brother.
Oh, there we go. Nice. So I was reading your something in your bio, and something in your bio stuck out to me. It said you walked 450 miles down the California coast. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because I was reading that and I'm like,
Yeah, I walked from the Bay to LA one time for a music video and we did like a camping trip.
oh,
So I went like down the coast. It was pretty crazy. There's a video out that you can kind of see clips of it. It's called "Stick to Your Guns." It's like one of the first Marky Bassy songs I did.
okay. That's interesting. How was that? How long did that take you, by the way?
It took like like a couple weeks.
Oh, wow. So anything crazy happen on on that journey?
I mean, not really. Like we ended up in some weird like hot springs with some like old ladies.
It
That
sounds
sounded
like
really
something out.
shitty,
It
but
sounds like something
I
out
don't
of
know.
a
It was like
movie.
funny shit like that. Like it wasn't like nothing too crazy. It was just me and my friends making some getting some shots really.
Yeah, just a good time.
But it was kind of like a ceremonious walk. Like I wanted to move my spirit kind of and my energy like from what I had kind of been cultivating going back up to the Bay, and I wanted to bring it to LA.
Yeah.
And that was a good way to do it. I love to walk. Anybody that knows me, they know I'm walking right now. Um, that's how I am.
This is like a symbolic kind of thing. I like that.
Yeah.
I had to ask you about that because I saw that and I'm like, what is going on there? New York or LA? Because I know you lived in New York for how long did you live in New York?
I lived in New York for 3 years. I don't know. Honestly, I like them equally. I want to live in both as much as I can. I've been in New York for pretty much all of September, and I love it in New York. Obviously, the winter is kind of crazy for a
Yeah.
California boy like myself.
Mhm.
And when you live in LA or the Bay, that weather is so good. It's hard to leave once you come back to it. But they both have wonderful things about them. But recently I've been really into staying in New York, so I try to be
Okay.
there as much as I can.
All right. Well, I like that answer because we're right near New York, so I love New York. But I had to ask you that question because they're two very different places. So I was just curious as to which one, if you had a preference of one over the other.
Yeah.
Who are some of your musical influences that really got you wanting to do music, write music, just really be, early on that you were listening to? I think I saw somewhere that Tracy Chapman was your landlord. I thought that was interesting, but
Yeah, like Tracy Chapman like lived in the house that we lived in before us, and like I went to the same high school as Tupac, so like I was just inspired by greatness.
yeah.
Not that I'm like them, but them. I listened to a lot of Stevie Wonder growing up, a lot of like Otis Redding, classic soul music.
Mhm.
My dad was from the South, so he was like really into. He had that like soulful side to him, and he would play me everything. Play me a lot of Bob Dylan too. Um, and then like when I kind of got into high school, I wasn't even singing or doing music yet, but I became really inspired by like neo soul, like The Roots, D'Angelo, Music Soul Child, Bilal,
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
those are
stuff
good
like
ones.
that.
Yeah.
That was kind of what I was first singing along to. Genuine, just like that kind of 2000s R&B stuff. That was really good.
What are you listening to nowadays? Like, what's I know people. I don't even think people use iPods anymore. But what what's on your playlist right now? Who are you constantly bumping?
I listened to the new Travis Scott album.
All right.
The new Ty Dolla $ign just came out, Campaign. I've been listening to that. I been listening to this girl Now, Nao. I don't even know how to say her name.
Nao.
I've been listening to Nav also.
All right.
And I don't know, I try to, I listen to everything really, but those are some that are popping out right now.
Those are the recent ones on your list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think it's interesting to see what people are got in their headphones going on there.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about Bassy Creative? Because I was like on social media and I saw the Bassy Creative thing. What's going on with that?
Bassy Creative is like everything I do, my artwork, my touring, my videos, my not all my videos, but most of my videos, my production, like it's me and Bassy Creative that does that. It's not like I'm not one of those artists that works with like a bunch of different producers and then picks my best songs, and it's like we do all this from the ground up. So Bassy Creative is just a group of individuals. That's me. That's my producer, Count Bassy. That's Nick Nack, my other producer, my best friend. That's my managers, Fess and Josh Palomino, Billion Coast. Like everyone who makes music, does art, just creates with me. Max Shu, my photographer. That's all Bassy Creative.
All right, that's dope. So you guys keep it all in the family, in the Bassy Creative family.
Exactly. Like these days, you have to do more than just make music. You have to create content that connects with people.
Yeah.
And as much as you can, and that's like Bassy Creative does that.
There we go. That's the brand. Got to build the brand, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of Bassy, I thought up until the other day, I thought that was your actual name.
No.
But it's Mark Griffin, right?
Yeah, Mark Griffin.
Okay. Can you tell us how the name came about really quickly?
Yeah, it was my producer is Count Bassy. Like he's named like after Count, the original Count Bassy, the swing musician, jazz musician. And I told him, I was like, man, you need to come move down to LA and work with me, and we need to really do this music thing seriously. And I feel like we could make a career out of it. And he didn't really like believe me. He was like, there's no way, it's not gonna work. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna take your name. I'm gonna be Marky Bassy, because my family calls me Marky. And I'm gonna take your name and just run with it. And then when the name starts popping, like you'll have to come down to LA. And I did it, and I became Bassy. I kind of just stole Count Bassy's name to show him what was up.
I'm sure he doesn't mind though. I'm sure he's cool with it, right?
Yeah, he's cool with it.
What are your hobbies? I mean, I know you're probably, on the road all the time. You're busy. You're doing music. What do you like to do outside of the music? Some of your hobbies?
I like to eat good food, drink good tequila.
Hey, there we go.
I like to just experience the places I'm at.
Yeah.
See like what's really going on. I like to be part of the cultural experience of wherever I am. So, I try to dive in and kind of be one with where I'm at. But I don't really have any specific hobbies. Like, I always played basketball growing up, so I still play hoop from time to time, but not even that much. It's more about, like, just kind of delving into these cities and these places. A kid just scored a touchdown, by the way, right now.
I'm sorry, what happened?
A kid just scored a touchdown at this game.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's what I hear.
Yeah, that's what you hear.
Awesome.
Sorry about that. I'm about to go sing at
No, no,
at a
no.
halftime. It's about to be crazy.
No, yeah, no problem. All right, so I'll wrap this up. But before I wrap this up, at the end of all my interviews, I like to ask a couple of random questions. I do like a random questions round. So are you down for that?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, I like to have fun with this. So the first random question is you have to pick one or the other. So
Okay.
you can taste food for the rest of your life. You can still taste food, but you won't be able to feel sex anymore, or you can
But you want
feel
what?
you won't be able to feel sex.
Oh, okay.
Or you can feel sex, but you won't be able to taste your food for the rest of your life. Which one would you pick?
I mean,
Mm.
I mean, I'm gonna have to feel sex, I guess.
All right. Feel
That's
sex.
really hard though.
Isn't that a
But,
tough
yeah,
one? Because people are like,
that's
oh,
really tough.
food, sex,
I'll
sex,
probably get in
food.
really good shape.
Yeah, that's true. Because then you won't have the urge. You won't be able to taste it, so it won't matter,
Yeah,
right?
just eat like to keep yourself solid.
Yeah, there you go. All right. See, bright side, bright side. Okay, if your soul got transferred into an object, but you're still Mark, but you're an inanimate object, but you can still see, feel, and hear things, and you have to live the rest of your life out as this object, what object would you want to be?
Like a sex toy? Would
You
you be able to feel? Would it feel like you were like?
Did you say you'd be a sex toy?
Yeah, but I was kidding.
Oh.
I don't know. That's a really hard question. I guess I would be. I mean, like, does the inanimate object feel like the human feelings, or does it just feel like? I don't know.
I mean, you're still you. It's kind of like you're trapped in this object, basically.
Then maybe I'd have to be like some type of sex toy, like like for some pretty woman.
There we go. There we go. I'm not mad at that answer. You picked the
Yeah,
sex, now you're going with the sex toy. There's a theme going on here.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't be sorry. Okay. What is?
You asked the question.
Hey, I am. What's if you got sucked into a movie or a video game? What movie or video game would you be cool with, like living out as?
I mean, I would like to be Wolverine.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. So one of the X-Men movies then.
Yeah, I always liked him.
Yeah, he's dope. He's one of the dopest X-Men.
Yeah,
Of course.
he's just like got a lot of spirit.
Yeah.
And he's indestructible.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of human.
And
I like him.
Yeah, and he's a badass. So gotta go Wolverine. All right, here's a fun one I like to ask. What's something that and I don't know if people are always honest with me, but what's something that you got away with that you should have gotten caught for? So, it doesn't have to be illegal. It could be illegal, but something that you should have gotten caught by someone for and you got away with it.
Sheesh. I don't think I could say that on the radio.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I mean, I don't know. I've kind of done a lot of that's a scary question to answer.
You got a lot on the list over there?
What?
I said, do you have a lot on the list over there to pick from?
I mean, I guess, I'm a sinner.
Hey,
I've definitely been forgiven by some women in my life for, not necessarily like cheating, but just being kind of a psycho. And they've been letting me get by for a long time.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
I feel like we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve is people making like declarative statements that are false.
That's pretty annoying. Do people do that a lot around you?
I mean, people just do that in life a lot. It's like you're just wrong and you're just saying it like what you're saying is so accurate. That's so annoying.
Yeah, that's actually pretty annoying. I kind of just got annoyed with you when you said that. I got a little
really
annoyed. That's a good one. What's a weird habit that you would say you have that maybe other people are like, dude, what are you doing? Or just something that you do that's weird. It could be like an OCD thing or just like some kind of out there thing that you do.
I write things with my hands in the air, kind of like if I have an idea, like I trace it in the sky my finger.
Okay. All right, that is a little. I've never seen anyone do that, but I kind of like it. It has like a creative, it's a creative spin to it.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
I feel words. Even though I'm a musician, really, like I can feel words. Like
Yeah.
words, like how some musicians can, like, they hear notes and chords and they feel them. Like chords are associated with a lot more than just sound in their brain. Like words are associated, like, to every part. They like shoot to everywhere in my brain. Words do. So I have to, like, sometimes I have to trace them out. Sometimes, like, they'll make me just, I'll like think of a word and it'll make me feel kind of crazy, like repeating it in my head. And I don't know, just I have a thing like with that.
Yeah. You got to get that energy out, right, of the word.
Yeah, yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably a good diagnosis.
All right. No, that's cool. That's kind of cool, though. I mean, you write, so it makes sense to
Yeah.
me. All right. And I'll ask you one more. I like to ask people this one. If you could have a random superpower, and by random, I mean like not something that is an obvious superpower, like being invisible or running fast or being able to fly that a superhero already
Yeah.
has, something completely random, what would your random superpower be?
I mean, I think I would like to be able, a random superpower. Um, like I wish that I could hear music better. You know, like I wish I could hear a song and be able to decipher every single aspect of the song at one listen.
Ah, that's a good one. That's a good
Some
one.
people can do that. That's a real superpower.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. It really is like a
Yeah.
superpower. All right, so that was the end of my random questions round. I think you did well. Um,
Yeah, thank you.
thank you for calling me. I know you got a lot going on. You're about to do this performance, so I appreciate you calling in. Uh, and I
Um,
hear all the noise in the background going on. It sounds like fun.
yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, 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 don't
Thank
be
you.
sorry.
Definitely.
Yeah, so next time you come around, let's make sure we get you in here for an in-person interview. But
Okay, that
but
sounds good.
but until then, good luck on tour and good luck tonight. Have fun at the football game.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.